leftover diamonds. What are we gonna do with these? Well, go buy a P from Walmart or whatever letter you want. Drop some of this paint on it. I got enamels. It's probably too much. Oops, bump the camera. I'm gonna paint this red because most of my leftover diamonds are that color. And we know they're not gonna fit perfectly on this, so we want a good edge and a good background. The paint feels very dry. So what I use to stick diamonds just about anywhere is spray mount. It's Scotch spray mount. Okay. I recommend that if you're going to spray this, that you use some sort of guard around where you're going to spray it, or that you spray it outdoors. Okay, because this stuff does tend to fly all over the place. So, shaking it up, and I'm going to cover it up. There you go. I'm just going to spray it on. And I'm not going to do the whole letter because I just want to show you how this is going to work. So we're going to take our extra diamonds right here. Pour them into our tray, of course. All right. Let that sit for a minute or two. Yeah, it's ready to go. Start right up here in a corner and try and do this as straight as we can. The blue tack works and the adhesive works. And now we're using our extra diamonds to create something really cool. And we're using blue tack. So we're diamond painting, but we don't even have a diamond painting. And that's why I think this is so cool. There are just so many things we can do with this. And what I plan on doing is when I get down to about right here and I see where the glue is, I'm gonna cover the top half, spray it again on the bottom half, and then keep going. Okay, what to do with leftover diamond paintings. We bought the P at Walmart, we painted it red, we sprayed it with adhesive mount, and now we're placing the diamonds. I used red because it felt like the majority of the diamonds were red or red based. And I'm just doing my best to do these as straight as I can. I don't think, at the end of the day, I don't think it's gonna matter for what we're gonna do with this. And we're just gonna Okay, we're moving along. We got the Multiplacer tool working. We've added more glue to the wooden P, and we're using the Multiplacer, and it's working out actually pretty nice. No real big issues. When you spray the glue, remember to cover up anything you don't want to get glue on. We recommend doing it outdoors. Okay, and make sure you cover up diamonds that have already been applied. And by glue, I mean the spray-on adhesive. This right here, when you spray on more, make sure you cover up whatever you don't want this on. That's why I recommend going outside and using, put your P in a box if you can, and spray it there. But the Multiplacer is working out pretty nice. And it's helping us go pretty fast right here. I mean, we're not Look, these things are never going to be perfectly aligned, ever, even with grid lines. And we're not going to argue with the diamonds on every time we place them, right? We're just going to take what we can get and move along. I'm using 2 trays because I can get 2 sets of good diamonds before I have to shake again. And I can really move down this P right here like I'm doing right now. You can see the diamonds are really sticking to the Multiplacer. I just got new wax on it. Now, one thing you'll find out with working with this spray-on adhesive is the diamonds don't slide around as well as they do on the diamond painting. So when you go to fix them, you've got to fix them early, and you've got to fix them pretty aggressively. But you got to be careful too, because you don't want to slide into other diamonds and have a whole bunch pop off at the same time, which I've already done. So we're just using the line that we formed up at the top, and we're coming down from that line, and we're not getting too worried about how it's looking, because ultimately I think it's gonna look good, but I mean it's never gonna be perfect. I mean, just forget that. You just don't have the grid lines, and these things are not all the exact same size. They never will be. Okay, so I'll check back in here when we get close to the finish, or when we come around the P. Okay, as you can see, we're almost finished. I got a little carried away with the glue in a couple spots, but you know, like all things diamond painting, you'll hear me say this again and again, it's not rocket science. We do the best we can. We place them down the best we can. And we take what we can get. Now this is with no grid lines whatsoever, and just eyeballing it using a multi-placer and a 3-placer. I sprayed it again with glue. I got kind of a mess down here at the bottom, I'll admit that. It got kind of clumped up. I did go outside to spray the second time. It's much easier. But now that we're done, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take a sealant, because I really want to seal these things in place, because some of them are hanging over the edge, and you know, the glue is spread out unevenly just because it's a spray on, but I think it looks pretty good, except down here. So just disregard that area. What we're going to do is we're going to take our sealant that we used in one of our other videos, and we're going to spray it on. And the good news is this spray-on sealant dries in about 10 minutes. So we're going to be able to see the results here. I'll pause the video after we spray it on. Let's see what we can do to block everything. I don't want sealant going all over the room. That's never any good. Okay, I think if we do it like this, we'll be okay. So we're going to shake it up and make sure it's in the video. Okay. And it says, let's see, directions: spray at room temperature in a well-ventilated area, clean, dry surface. Protect work area, shake can well, test spray off the side, hold can upright 10 to 12 inches from the surface. Apply spray and quick short mist over the surface, and you can do extra coats. So here we go. That's about 10 to 12 inches. It is kind of going all over the place. So let's kind of do this. Okay, let's let that dry, and we'll come back and check on it. I'm taking a damp cloth and just damp drying this off the top to try and preserve some of the sparkle. Okay. That's one of the things you want to do when you do sealants, is take off the excess off the top of the diamonds. Okay.